Ladies and ladies, you wonderful people, the SEC case with XRP is over. They just sent a huge wave of bad news your way. So, I have to cover this story. I want to thank everyone who watched my live stream and tell you that I'm going to share some other really cool news and what I think is going to happen based on all the information we have right now. So please stay tuned until the end, even if you already know this news. Because listen, major price estimates now say that each coin will be worth more than $10. There's a lot more to come. I want to add my voice to this because this is the first thing that had to happen for the price to start going up to $10 before the end of the year. Okay, this is really big. The case with the SEC is over. This is the official statement. In case you missed it, joint stipulation of dismissal, which means that the SEC and the Ripple team have agreed to drop the case and forget about it. Everything is history now. Keeping all of that in mind, Trump is also doing some very important things right now. He went live on Fox News and many other news outlets today to make a big economic statement. He talked about how all three income groups, the middle class, the lower income group, and the higher income group, have seen their wealth grow amazingly well, much faster than under Biden. He also says that inflation numbers, even when taxes are taken into account, are much lower than expected. The numbers don't lie. There needs to be a rate cut for job numbers. As you can see, we also saw England, the US, and the UK were the only two countries that did not lower their rates. We're only talking about the United States of America now when we talk about the world's biggest countries. It's real now. Rates have been cut a lot in Europe. Rates have gone down in the UK. Rates have gone down in Canada. You name it, China, Korea, Australia, and more. Rates have been cut. The last piece of this puzzle is the United States of America. And from what I can tell, things are moving in the direction of rate cuts for the US in September. Also, this just backs up what I was saying before. Keeping all of that in mind, we also have crypto SAR. In case you missed it, David Sachs said that the new executive order that President Trump signed into law today, allowing access to cryptocurrency through 401ks, will give 90 million Americans access to cryptocurrency through their 401ks. That's yet another big change. It's possible that as little as 10% of people with a 401k start investing in XRP or other cryptocurrency. That would be tens of billions of dollars. Every year, Americans put hundreds of billions of dollars into their 401ks. This means that even if only 10% of them start using cryptocurrency, it could bring in tens of billions or even hundreds of billions of dollars in cash. That's more good news. It's only one more piece of the puzzle. This won't be the only big driver, but it's another part of it. There are also now big banks that can directly sell Bitcoin ETFs to their clients. For that reason alone, it could also bring in hundreds of billions of dollars. When you put all of these things together, possible Fed rate cuts, the end of the SEC case, the 401k, and wealth managers trying to get clients, it gets crazy. Those things are stacked on top of each other. That's when you start to talk about trillions of dollars in possible cash coming in, right? The rate cuts might be worth a huge amount of money on their own. That's why I want to make it very clear. Most likely, that is the single biggest impactor. I also told you about ETFs, which are on top of all those other things. So many good things are going to happen before the end of the year. Personally, I think ETFs will come out in September. Based on what I'm seeing, I think big cuts will happen in September. Those things alone are worth trillions of dollars, which is crazy. Trillions of dollars are moving into empty supply, which means more people are looking for riskier assets like XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. And the numbers don't lie. Lots of people are coming in. At the same time, President Trump is signing an executive order to stop banks from discriminating against people based on their religion, politics, or crypto. That's a lot. Because of this bill, banks can't shut you down just because you're investing in Bitcoin. That was a big problem in the US, and this will make sure that banks there don't abuse their power either. I have to say that this really impresses me. So you need to look at this chart. At 330 a coin, XRP is about to reach a new high. It's really crazy. We'll keep running if we test this level and break it. For this reason, of course, setting a price goal of $10 per XRP is a realistic goal. On top of that, I want to say that the technical signs are also very strong in support of this. Looking at the stochastic RSI, we're just beginning to move back up after being oversold, and we just got a huge 10% single-day candle, and the day has only just begun. Because of the SEC news, this day has only just begun. Of course, we'll light a new candle in an hour and see if this energy can keep going. I do believe there is a chance that we will try the 366 high that we just hit, and maybe even hit an all-time high above 380 or something. 2017 was the high point, right? If you own XRP right now is one of the best times ever to do so. I mean, you can't argue with that. And if I may, I'd like to show you this chart one more time. what you'll see is that, right, I have a bunch of buys right here. I bought this here, I bought this here, I bought this here, I bought right here. And of course, I had a stop loss set on that green candle because, I had set a stop loss. So we took profits, I think 25% up. That's really amazing. Otherwise, you would have done very well if you had opened at any time on this day. I've put all of these trades in my Discord and Telegram, and you can get to them both for free. Okay, I want to invite all of you wonderful people who watch my vids to join my Discord again. You guys can join for free and see everything around here. You can see all of my deals and all of the wins I've had for my community. There have been some huge wins, 48%, which means people are getting 100% in a single trade. I've gone up 100% in a single trade, and that really adds up. You can see all the wins again. We make shorts, we have longs, we do it all, and we kill it right away. And so, also, I have to say that now is a great time to be an extra observer because BTCC is offering a great bonus to all of you wonderful people. You'll get huge savings on your trading fees if you use my link to make a deposit. You'll also get a huge deposit bonus of 10% up to $10,000 to cover your trading fees. It's crazy that no one else is offering this time. So if you want to see L of my trades and be able to access spot and futures trading, sign up for BTCC and use that deposit, then submit your information here so I can make sure you're in the Discord and all that other stew.